Shabbat Shalom. This week we make a rather abrupt transition from the rich narrative accounts of our collective experience to the list of legislative details contained in the covenant, 53 laws and rules, Mishpatim, mentioned in this portion. The laws set out in Mishpatim are not presented systematically, but rather are arranged by analogy and association. We read of the ox that gores, an eye for an eye, how to treat the stranger, the widow, the orphan, how to treat slaves, property laws, Shabbat, festivals, capital punishment, dealing with the enemy, and the consequences for an inadvertent injury of a pregnant mother. Towards the end of the parsha, the people agreed to their part of the covenant with the words Na'aseh v'nishma, we will do and we will hear. Moses, Aaron, Nadav, and Abihu, and 70 elders of Israel ascend the mountain and see God. The text says, climb up to the mountain and be there. Moses goes on alone and spends 40 days on the mountain. Why would the text say, come up to the mountain and be there? Aren't you already there if you're called up to the mountain? The words be there seem unnecessary. Upon reflection, however, we realize the phrase does not merely describe a location, but refers to a state of being, a set of mind, a kavanah. The instruction is not only to be present physically, but also to be present with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Moses' ascent to the mountaintop in this week's portion can serve as a model for each of us. We too are climbing spiritual mountains and striving to get closer to God. At a wedding, the bride and groom ascend a platform to stand under a chuppah where they're commanded to be fully present, to experience kiddushin. So too, at a time of mourning, we recite the words of the Kaddish and embrace the emotions of the moment as well as the mechanical rituals of prayer. In all that we do, we need to be reminded to be fully present. We live in a world where we often hear, don't just stand there, do something. The Jewish response is don't just do something. Stand there, be present, be in the moment. Just be there for those around you. Shabbat Shalom.